Hi there, Year 2 agents. I've got another comprehension mission for you today. So we're going to be looking at this book here, The Tiger Who Came to Tea. It's one of my personal favourites. I really enjoy it, and I think it links really well to our topic. Hopefully you can figure out why, but I think it links particularly well to jungle fever. This is a story called The Tiger Who Came to Tea by Judith Kerr. Now you have a choice today. If you want to really challenge yourself, you can mute me and just read along. You might have to pause the screen if you're reading at a slightly different speed to me, but you should be able to see the words from your device to read yourself. If not, you can leave the volume up and you can listen to me reading the story before we answer some comprehension questions on some tasks that I've sent home via email today. Just a quick note of warning. I read this book all the time to my little boys at home, and I will definitely accidentally do the mummy voice as Mrs. Yates's voice, so apologies in advance if it's a bit silly. But this is The Tiger Who Came to Tea by Judith Kerr. Once there was a little girl called Sophie, and she was having tea with her mummy in the kitchen. Suddenly there was a ring at the door. Sophie's mummy said, "Oh, I wonder who that can be. It can't be Milkman, because he came this morning. And it can't be the boy from the grocer, because this isn't the day that he comes. And it can't be Daddy, because he's got his key. We'd better open the door and see." Sophie opened the door, and there was a big, furry, stripy tiger. The tiger said, "Excuse me, but I'm very hungry. Do you think I could have tea with you?" Sophie's mummy said, "Of course. Come in." So the tiger came into the kitchen and sat down at the table. Sophie's mummy said, "Would you like a sandwich?" But the tiger didn't take just one sandwich. It took all the sandwiches on the plate, and it swallowed them in one big mouthful. Hop! And he still looked hungry. So Sophie passed him the buns. But again, the tiger didn't eat just one bun. He ate all of the buns on the dish, and then he ate all the biscuits and all the cake until there was nothing left to eat on the table. So Sophie's mummy said, "Well, would you like a drink?" And the tiger drank all of the milk in the milk jug and all of the tea in the teapot. And then he looked around the kitchen to see what else he could find. He ate all of the supper that was cooking in the saucepans, and all of the food in the fridge. And he ate all the packets and tins in the cupboard. And he drank all of the milk, and all of the orange juice, and all of Daddy's beer, and all of the water in the tap. Then he said, "Oh, thank you very much for my nice tea. I think I'd better go now." And he went. Sophie's mummy said, "Oh, I don't know what to do. We got nothing for Daddy's supper and the tiger's eaten it all." And Sophie found that she couldn't have her bath because the tiger had drunk all of the water in the tap. Just then Sophie's daddy came home. So Sophie and her mummy told him what had happened and how the tiger had eaten all the food and drunk all the drink. And Sophie's daddy said, "I know what we'll do. I've got a very good idea. We'll put on our coats and we'll go to a cafe." So they went out in the dark, and all the street lamps were lit, and all the cars had their lights on, and they walked down the road to a cafe. And they had a lovely supper with sausages and chips and ice cream. In the morning, Sophie and her mummy went shopping, and they bought lots more things to eat. And they also brought a very big tin of tiger food, in case the tiger should come to tea again. But he never did. Now I really do love that story, and I've got these tasks for you to complete on a task sheet today. There's 3 different comprehension tasks. Each of them will need you to think really carefully about the story, so you might have to listen to this more than once. And when you can fill in those boxes. If you haven't got a printer at home, you can just open this up on your tablet or computer, and you can write the answers in your book, label them 1, 2 and 3. Now, this story is actually going to be our inspiration for some writing later on this week that we're going to be doing, and actually the writing we're doing this week has got a really good audience. I'm going to ask you to write a story for Year R this week. So start thinking about how we might use this as inspiration. Try your best with this comprehension task today, see how you get on. I'd love to see the results, so do email them in to us. Over and out, agents.